This is Elon Musk, and you are listening to the best fucking podcast, the Angry Algorithms podcast with Wild Bill, Justin, and Jim the producer.
I see dead people.
Put it on that beat, go.
Aye, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that
well, you know, just prior to us starting, Justin is like, well, what are we going to talk about? Who the fuck knows, dude? I don't know. 193 into this motherfucker, and yeah, it's the same like regular. We don't really have much planned. Just kind of let life roll out. Although we talked about some of the music beefs, rap or hip hop, whatever, Drake and Kendrick specifically last week, and thought that maybe the first go around was a little lackluster, and yeah, it turns out that motherfucker Kendrick was ready.
Yeah.
I had to let my sister Britt know yesterday. I said, yeah, sorry to let you know that your hero is gone.
How she feel about it?
She said, that's not what the internet's saying. And I said, well, you need to reboot your shit. Your Wi-Fi is fucked up, and it's got your algorithms all sorts of fucking twisted.
Her algorithm is pro Drake.
Fucking get out of here, dude.
So they're gonna keep feeding you pro Drake shit.
Right.
But nah, man, he lost.
This is a diss track. They call it. The youngins call it a diss track.
Yeah, the song for the intro. Yeah, that was a diss track.
That was one of the next. So they, you know, this thing, like we explained last week a little bit, was going on for a while, and then the two had one. Drake had put one out, then Kendrick put out the Euphoria one record that we were talking about last week, and we, you know, kind of wasn't all that. Didn't maybe never necessarily live up to the expectation or the bar that people had for Kendrick. And I
like you.
Yeah,
I like
them all.
But you could tell that there was more. He was telling you there was more. That was just a jab. Like, nah, this is just the beginning right here. And I love it.
Chess. It was basically a setup or a chess move, or you know what I mean, or you know, boxing. He was showing him left, and then he was just ready to come smash with the overhand right, which is essentially what he did. Because then,
and then the crazy thing is he got more.
Yeah,
he got more. But the last track that Drake put out was so like lackluster. It was like Drake was on defense. He was rapping on defense, you know, because Kendrick in that one song he just went in on the pedophile shit, calling Drake a pedophile, and Drake he came back and he was like, I'm not a pedophile.
I'm too famous to be a pedophile.
Yeah, like what? Like who was in the studio with you recording this? Like, what do you mean?
And they were like,
famous to be a pedophile.
And they were, yeah. And then can you imagine everyone's like, that was it? Yep, that'll set the record straight. You tell him,
you tell him, boss. Tell him, boss. Yeah, that was a good one. Like, come on, bro. You serious? Like there's evidence
that'll just
out there of him being mad weird. And you know I went down a rabbit hole of you know conspiracy shit. And I don't know, it looks real funny with Drake. It looks real funny, and I don't know I know Kendrick has more from following this one dude who's like inside the camp, but I don't know if it's coming out. I doubt it's coming out.
I mean, it had, you know, we're only like, as far as this round, we're still only a week in, or less than that, because that one only dropped 4 days ago. And, you know, we've had this back and forth, 250 plus million streams in the United States, which I think said that it's currently, that's something like 17 to 20% of the traffic for streams in the United States currently. We've
Hmm.
had vandalism. You know what I mean? They spray painted Not Like Us all over Drake's store, and they shot his house twice and his security guard in the past
Like
few days.
with bullets?
Yes, real live ones.
All
Apparently,
right, so they
It's
think
getting deep.
they tried to act like I don't think that has anything to do with Kendrick
probably not.
because he was beefing with the Weeknd too. So the Weeknd is a Toronto guy, and the week before that, the Weeknd's house, or no, the Weeknd's manager, there was a shooting at his house, and a security guard got shot, and Drake gonna post caution tape on his story on Instagram.
Oh, did you
Um,
did you retweet that image too? I saw that a little bit ago.
I think so. Yeah, and he posted that shit, and yeah, people think that's retaliation from the Weeknd shit. But I mean, Kendrick don't have no goons in Toronto like that. He in LA, and the shit, it's just weird. Like it don't make sense. Or it could be uh Drake is a false flag, and Drake
Yes,
trying to get
shot.
sympathy.
Yeah, shot. Look, I can't answer to the pedo things. So what I'm going to need you to do is just be out front and get shot.
Yeah, get some sympathy. Get some sympathy. Like, oh man, I can't put out a disc because my security guard got shot. It's too crazy right now. We got to end this. Yeah, I have to force myself some way, somehow, some way. I have to get out of this beef because it's not going well for him.
Because and Jim, so every time that Drake, or if and anyone else that doesn't know, which at this point it's probably just Jim and Marcy in the other room there.
Yeah, I'm completely lost on
every
everything
time
you're
Drake,
saying.
every time Drake would have a response, or every time Drake would put out a response or a rebuttal or whatever, Kendrick's responses
step
came
on it.
within 6 minutes.
Yeah,
One of them was
he stepped all over it. All right, so the one track that Drake put out was called Family Matters. He dropped that. It was Saturday night, I think. And it was hard. It was I think that was Drake's best diss in this whole thing. And Kendrick came back and he had a song that he put out called Meet the Grams, where he was like, it wasn't like an up tempo, it was like a real dark diss track. Like the beat was dark. The way Kendrick was rapping on it was like a therapy session where he was talking to Kendrick's son.
almost like first person conversation kind of deal.
Yeah, he was talking.
But
he was
to
talking
each
to
member,
his- he was
each
talking
member
to,
of
he was
Drake's.
talking to Drake's son,
Yeah.
Drake's dad, and Drake's mom, telling
Yeah.
them how sick Drake is, and he's just a weirdo. Like he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like the shit that Kendrick was putting out was just it was incredible. Like
Extremely disrespectful. Hence the diss
Yeah,
record. It was phenomenal.
it was disrespectful, and the different styles, the different flows, the different beats that he used, like he switched it up. Like he's like, I could beat you, I could fuck you up doing this style, I could fuck you up doing this style, this style, this style. And Drake was like a one trick pony. It's like nah.
And in all of his responses, and part of like why Kendrick did that is because that's been a knock on Drake, is that he's just like a fucking grifter. Like he just comes in and changes styles and whatever, you know, or depending on who he's with, like or who he's hanging with at the time. So like kind of like a fucking rap grifting chameleon. Right?
Yeah.
Wow, I mean that's pretty deep. These diss tracks.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Yeah, the shit was a great beef. Pause.
They had Shawn Michaels talking about it, Jim. Fucking he said, come and settle it at NXT, dude.
Everybody was talking about this shit. They was playing the song. They was playing Kendrick's song during the commercial breaks of the playoffs, the NBA
Yeah.
playoffs. This song is gonna run all summer. Kendrick's gonna roll his album out, and he's gonna go crazy.
I seen it.
Drake's down bad right now.
I
You
seen
think
it.
they're in cahoots? You think they know like when each other's gonna like they're cool with each other?
No, that sounds way
No.
too
Like-
white. Cahoots.
No, hell
that
no.
sounds
It's like hey, yeah,
You're
it's
not
like
gonna.
kayfabe in wrestling.
Nobody's gonna okay being called a pedophile, Jim. Like no.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't personally, but
No, he's not doing that because that's now.
because everybody's
those-
talking
with
about
those-
it, right?
That's yeah, but you got to think bigger, Jim. It's not Drake. Drake's not okay with this. It's the labels, the higher ups, like Universal. They're the
right.
ones.
Do you,
They're the
right.
ones
You
that's,
think?
that's laughing because it's like
Yeah,
whatever, fuck
and-
it.
Do you think it like if it really is those pencil pushers up top that have all the information? Do you think they give a fuck whether or not Drake's labeled to this? Maybe, maybe not. They don't care right now because 250 fucking streams. You're
Yeah, they
controlling
love
20.
it. They
You're controlling a quarter of the market, so they're not really concerned with fucking Drake's feelings.
and they
You're just-
created Drake. They created Drake, so they're
Right.
like they're so arrogant. They like fuck it. We'll create another Drake. We don't care. Drake is just Milli Vanilli on steroids.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Drake
Yeah.
is Milli Vanilli on steroids. Like he's a creative player, and they perfected the music industry. Perfected, you know, the artist. Like, and he's had the best run that we've ever seen. Like,
and
musically.
they fucking and the fucking and the mutts fucking eat it up. Kiki, do you love me? Fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, he's a pop artist for real. He's a pop
Yeah.
artist, and he's a creative player, man. He got ghostwriters. Like that's why when it comes to the purists, the hip hop purists, they don't really fuck with him like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Right.
How creative are you though? Like if you know, like yeah, maybe okay, you're a good. There's a certain charisma. You know what I mean? Because that's like, I guess with anything that you're selling or whatever. Like, but I don't know, man. I just
He perfected. He's an actor, and he came into the game on some conscious shit. Like he was like a backpack rapper.
yeah.
Like he was in like a De La Soul type shit, Tribe Called Quest type rapper. Like he was on that type shit, and then he got with Cash Money.
Yeah.
He got with Jay Prince and them, and then he went down to Atlanta and started like Kendrick even put that in the rap in the diss. Like
Yeah.
you a culture vulture. You went down to Atlanta, you stole their swag. Like he stole a lot of people's swag. Like he was culturally appropriate and people's swag, ran off with it, gave them some hits because he was so popular. And
Yeah.
he just he went over to London. He's doing that shit. He was doing the Caribbean shit. Like and
I got the lyrics right here. If you want me to read some of them, I know that's Billy's favorite part. It's when I read the rap lyrics.
For which song?
Only the dirt. Yeah, only the dirty words.
Not like us.
Oh yeah. No, we know the lyrics to that. Read it.
It's mustard on the beat. Ho.
What's
Is that
on
what-
beat, ho? Yeah, ho.
Well, they have it start out, so I don't actually know the words. Debo, any rap N. He a free throw. Man down. Call an ambulance. Tell him breath, bro. Nail a N to the cross. He walk around like Tizo.
Wait. Hold on. Before we go any further, can we when you get to the word that you don't want to say, right? Can we do a Mad Libs version and like fill it in with a different word so it sounds less weird?
Yeah. you
So
can
keep,
feel it.
yeah. So keep going. I'll play along. Keep going.
What's
Okay,
up
I'll
with
do it.
these
Give me a second.
jabroni ass?
Niggas.
Hamster wheels.
Justin just
Justin
going right
said
at
the
it.
actual.
Yeah, he just
said
went
the
full
actual-
He went full in on that. The industry can hate me. Fuck them all and they mama. How many oops you really got? I mean, too many options. I'm finna pass on this body. I'm John Stockton.
Mm.
That's
And
verse
then a
one.
guy gets, then a guy gets shot.
Right.
Mm.
Wop.
Well, I've been following along intently, obviously, on the different socials, and one of them being Twitter. And I want to tell both of you to go fuck yourselves for encouraging me 4 years ago to get on Twitter. I have, but I've learned how to navigate it now.
Okay.
And
Very nice.
it is nice for this kind of shit and for novelty beefs. One of them the other day was Rikishi did a diss track against Hulk Hogan. I guess it's got everyone up in arms. But the other thing I wish I didn't see was like, you know, fight videos are cool, but I saw some fucking video footage from fucking Israel's newest, you know, their fucking push into Rafah or whatever. Oh my god. Oh my god, fuck off. The fucking little kid's head was just like his face was all still there, right? I guess it was like they had bombed a fucking a refugee encampment or some shit like that with tents in the fucking village, a civilian fucking outpost, whatever, right? So the kid he's there. It's just it looks like a Halloween mask, dude, because the back is just, there's nothing there. The whole top of his head and the fucking, there's nothing. So it's, and I was like, ah. So when I told you earlier, if you can fuck off, I was in a good mood all day, right up until about, I'm just sitting here and I'm like, dude.
Yeah, Twitter's got some rough shit on it.
Yeah, Twitter's crazy. That Twitter,
it's good for sports and porn.
They tried to act like, you know, once Elon took over, he brought in free speech, but that's not really a thing. Like, they still got trigger words on there that get you the fuck out of here. Like, you can't say whatever the fuck you want on Twitter. Like, I had tweeted out some shit the other day.
Oh, you tested it?
No, I didn't even know. It just clicked. It just clicked like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So I tweeted out something pedo I tweeted out something with the word pedo in it. And right after I hit send tweet, I got a message on my phone like, your account has been locked. Like, do this test to verify that you're a human.
This is Elon
and I had
Musk.
I had to do some shit to unlock my account. And it unlocked my account, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, so if you out here talking about pedos, they on your ass. And I remember I got a email before from Twitter talking about your account has been restricted because you be, I don't know, talking too spicy, saying some shit you're not supposed to say.
Talking hella reckless.
You're talking Finnish shit over here.
But that don't even make sense, Jim. Please don't stop. Did you hear what he said? Finnish shit. You're talking Finnish shit. What?
I don't know what Finna means. I just thought it was an adjective for.
Finna,
he's still doing mad. He's still doing mad libs, dude.
Yeah, I think you just throw it in anywhere and it worked.
Finna is like I'm about to do something. Like, I'm finna do this. I'm finna go down and fuck Jim up. I'm finna go down to Jim's house and take his computer.
Like, I'm gonna.
Yeah. I'm going.
Oh, okay. All right. Look, man, this is all new to me. I don't know these terms. So
yeah, you gotta get the definition first before you use it in a sentence, Joe.
Well, I'm finna follow up on that.
You just can't be throwing out words all willy nilly and shit, man.
I honestly don't even think it's a real word, but
it's not
willy nilly or
it's not.
Finna.
It's not, but it is.
Cahoots.
It's like kayfabe.
It's in the Urban Dictionary.
Wow, so my favorite dictionary.
I think that, you know, that's the censorship part is a little bit is interesting because it's like what are they? So like the most recent stink, right, is the TikTok thing, right? So I'm a little bit down the rabbit hole on that, and I think a little bit of it is tied to. So here's the deal. So they had introduced this ban or wanting the talk a couple of years ago, right? And then they were like, Biden and all them were like, nah, because initially it was like, wasn't it a bunch of Democrats? And then they said they squashed it, right? But then this time around, you started hearing about it again, like last September and October. And then if you look at it, it all comes back to a powerful Jewish lobby. And the guy, Mike Johnson, or I believe, a representative from Wisconsin, he just left recently. And he went to work for this company that does data and AI, and they've been selling a lot of that shit to the Israeli government. And then they were all integral in the TikTok ban, which gets back to the point of like TikTok and Twitter's, right? Like, and a lot of other ones, like you've seen fucking Facebook, back in, the early 2000s or like 2010 ish, like, stirring up shit with Myanmar. Like they want to control the images that get out. Like, so a lot of the TikTok images are, people are pro-Palestinian, or not necessarily that they're pro-Palestinian. They're just maybe anti-genocide. So,
I mean, who's not anti-genocide?
Yeah, I mean, who's pro-gen? Well, I mean, politicians.
Yeah,
the
politicians.
the lobby. Yeah, the lobby that we I mean, yeah, but you would think, right? But like, I guess it's just a fucking, it just perplexes me, because it's like, what is anyone supposed to do? Like, I seen a comedian the other day. Oh, it's like maybe Brian Callen or something. He's like, shutting down schools and protesting in schools. Like, what are they at colleges? You think Netanyahu over there is going to go fucking, you know what? They're protesting at fucking Harvard. We should stop. Right? Like, no.
Yeah,
but at the same time, like, what the fuck? What are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? It just feels like fucking with any of these fucking conflicts, right? Like fucking Ukraine or fucking.
We could do something, but I mean, don't stop paying. You know what?
Stop paying taxes.
Yeah. How about that?
Or remember, like we said, like I know that we said in the beginning of the pandemic, like, you don't really realize how much power you have. Like, if everyone just didn't go to fucking work, like, right. You know what? Hey, I know how we can stop fucking. We'll just nobody go to work, right? But
it's never stuff like that will never happen, and they know it.
Yeah, because people aren't strong enough in their convictions. Like, if you really fucking felt that way, you know what I mean? Like, nobody gives a shit, because we just get back into this 30-second fucking news cycle where we're like, oh my God. I mean, we joked about, well, I did anyway. I said, when the fucking, how do you get everyone to forget about Ukraine? Have Israel start a fucking war?
Or Drake and Kendrick start a war. Shit, I forgot all about it. Israel and Hamas and all that shit.
Well, that's because they hadn't seen a Jew get cooked that bad since the Holocaust. Wow. Bill. Oh, Bill.
Dude.
Oh. I know what I did. I've been holding it for a week. Don't worry, I screened that joke with a Jewish person prior to.
Who?
True story. My buddy Jake. I called him yesterday at work. About 8:30. Oh. He says, "Yo, did you tell my dad that?" Listen, nah, but I'm sure he's gonna hear it. Fucking, I was so ready for that one. Do you know how hard that was for me to fucking? And I can't believe I was able to fucking wrap it, get it all together, man.
It was beautiful. I mean, you fucking laid it right in there. You laid it up like John Stockton.
I'm finna lay this motherfucker up. Well, you know what we should have did when you fucked that up, Jim? It should have been like the Scripps National Spelling. Be like, can you use that in a sentence, please? Get the fucking word of origin, please. Oh, and I got a price tag. I know that last week we talked about fucking shark and fucking knocking on wood or whatever the fuck.
Yes.
And the price tag to get them to come out was significantly higher than whatever we read or whatever.
Oh, really?
I don't know the people, so I don't want to put out funding. Yeah, fuck them. I don't know them at all. It was $10,000.
Wow. Well, that's out of our budget here at the Angry Algorithms podcast.
$10,000. Yeah, my dumb ass afterwards started looking up shit you could do too. I was like attainable ones, and one of them was like stack the most fucking CDs on your fucking on one hand or a palm or finger. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Excuse me. I got a little too comfortable. I just thought we were just talking like a Zoom call. But where the fuck are you getting 50 CDs, dude? Right? Like that's not even a thing anymore. So
Like,
I don't even know if my car has a CD player.
no, like just the regular CDs. Just
yeah.
stack them on your hand. I mean, I don't even know
A funny
what to do.
story. I bought a bunch of spindles of the CD writables at a yard sale because they were selling them for like $2. I sold them on eBay for like $15 each. Made a couple bucks there.
Yeah.
Did all right. But so you can still get them.
Okay. If you
No,
were,
I don't know if you can.
well, there goes that record. You just sold them all.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know if you could hold 50 CDs in your hand when you got the shakes.
That's a good call.
You know.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'm
But I'm not paying $10,000. You know, to fail.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. Like to have them come out, like that just seems, yeah. I don't know, but I mean, I don't know what their business, person's business was or whatever. But I imagine.
I mean, I just tell them
they're probably. Yeah, they're like, fuck
So
you and your records.
Oh,
you know what? I was having a conversation with this dude the other day, right? Because we were talking about tools, fucking something, a Sharks record or something, and he was saying, you ever seen the Amish like come into a shed, right? Like,
yeah.
And I was thinking, like, yeah, I've seen it too. They come in, there's like fucking 75 of them in a fucking horse and buggy or whatever, right? In the back of a fucking Conestoga wagon, right? They look like they're on the fucking Oregon Trail. But they get there and they fucking hop out, right? And there's
yeah, hold on, not to cut you off, but to cut you off. Fucking Jew fucking had me playing the Oregon Trail yesterday, yo.
The game. Yeah.
Yes.
And I had no idea. See, so I'm so glad that I was so glad we're able to elicit that response. It's like we're communicating on levels that's unseen. So when they get there, right? So technically the Amish are a religion, right?
Yes.
So when fucking Jedediah Yoder and all them come out and Stooselfoots come out to do your fucking shed or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Is that tax exempt?
No.
But couldn't be, right?
No, because you're purchasing something. You're not donating.
Right.
You know, they have sex with a sheet on top of them.
No, that's the Mormons, ain't it?
No, I thought it was the Amish.
Well, I don't think anybody knows how the Amish have sex, right? Because they're not allowed to have cameras there, right? Because don't they think if you take their picture, it'll steal their soul, or was that?
No, I'm pretty sure there's an Amish section on the porn site. It's got to be.
Let me see.
Jim's like, I'm on it.
Jim got a tab open right now already.
Here are the rules about sex for Amish. Sex is seen as a sacrament of marriage, and there's nothing unnatural about it in general. However, as a very religious community, adultery, the Amish do not tolerate or condone premarital sex and homosexual acts. These are forbidden.
I'm about to be Amish.
But nothing about the sheets.
No, I didn't get that deep yet.
Okay.
I just know that there's no homosexual activity allowed.
Unless you're back behind the barn.
Right.
Yeah, no, the Mormons, I think, maybe not the sheet, but they're the ones that have the fucking special underwear Johns or whatever, right? The jumpers, like the God jumper onesie Johns or whatever.
Yeah.
That look like the slip or the thing that goes on underneath a dress in Victorian era England or whatever, like them, but they all have to wear them.
Even kissing isn't allowed during this practice called bundling. But while this courtship bedroom ritual may seem counterintuitive, bundling encourages bonding and teaches restraint. Bundling helps young couples to get to know each other by lying close to each other and talking all night. It encourages a special level of intimacy that has nothing to do with sex. That said, bundling with someone would usually only occur if the young couple saw each other as a potential life partner. You know, I bundled once. I took this broad out. I took this broad out for a nice dinner, real nice dinner, and I went back to my place, and we bundled all night. And then when I realized nothing was happening, I threw her out at 3 a.m. Told her it's time to go. Time to go now. So I guess I could be Amish.
You know how you end a bundle with this line right here. So what you about to do?
Well, here's
that's all you gotta say. So what
here's the bedroom that you do the bundling in.
What? Oh,
so you can't bundle bed.
Yeah, so you can't touch them.
That shit looks like some place where like a weird guy with a beard and like a George Jefferson haircut just has you locked in the basement. Oh, Jim.
Oh, Jim. Yeah, on the other side of that wall. No, it looks like they're about to take the fucking SAT, dude. Like they got a fucking divider.
That's some shit where you just trapped in that motherfucker and somebody just slides open a little panel through a door and like, hey, here you go. Like fucking lotion up. Puts the lotion on his skin.
Talking about fucking trays up, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's this guy that I work with. He looks like really suspicious. Like he looks like he has like teenage girls in his basement as we speak right now. Like he's a scary looking dude.
Like illegally has teenage girls in his basement?
Yep, illegally.
You think they're studying for the SATs?
I doubt it. I doubt it.
What was that show? What was that show called on? I guess it was like the Discovery Channel with the Amish. They'd go to the big city. And they were like, they get like a weekend or something when they turn 18 or something to go act out. Yeah.
I never watched that shit.
It looked fake to me. I thought it was fake.
So was the other one was the other one was the Amish Mafia too. That one, I went down that rabbit hole.
They had like an Amish gangster on the show. Damn, I forgot the fucking name of the show. Fuck. It was on Showtime. What's the show? The dude's name was Proctor, I think.
Proctor.
Banshee.
Oh, I think I watched some of that, I think.
Yeah, Banshee, it came on in 2013. I think I talked about it before. It was like this guy, it was a con artist, and he stopped in this town, this small town in the middle of Pennsylvania, and he helped this cop. This cop was like, he was in this bar, and this cop got into a fight with this guy, ended up getting killed, and he takes the cop's identity because the cop was moving to the town to be the new sheriff, and he takes the cop's identity and becomes the new sheriff of the town. And there's a gangster in town, and he's Amish dude, and he's like, just running this little Amish mob and shit. It was good though. I fuck with it.
Oh, let me get y'all's take on this. We didn't get to this last week's. It's sort of along it's definitely along the creepy lines. Sexsomnia, an embarrassing sleep disorder that no one wants to talk about.
We did this before. I had it.
Did we do this?
You had sexsomnia?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, it's when it's sleep fucking. You wake up, you wake up in the middle of the night, you fucking.
Who are you fucking?
You mean you've had it? Yeah, you've had it. No, but I mean, we haven't talked about it. We haven't said it on the show.
Yes, we have. Yeah, we've done a lot of shows, man. I remember we talked about it. I suffered from sexsomnia.
Damn.
Sleepwalking, sleep talking, sleep eating, and sleep terrors. It involves engaging in sexual activity with a partner or oneself while asleep, without any recollection upon waking up.
I've done that.
Schneck, a renowned expert in parasomnias, explains that these disorders typically occur during the deepest stage of sleep, known as delta sleep. During this stage, the brain is not in a dream state, but the body can still become activated, leading to various behaviors. Studying sexsomnia presents challenges, as many individuals are unaware of their unconscious sexual activity unless informed by a bed partner. Research suggests that significant percentage of adults have experienced sexsomnia at least once in their lives. So a very large number. It says a significant percentage of adults have experienced it at least once in their lives. Yeah. Wouldn't that be awkward though if the one time that you're experiencing sexsomnia, you're in the living room, you know what I mean? It's way past, it's like breakfast time, it's 10:30 a.m. and you're just kind of there fucking smacking the rat where everybody's having fucking trickster for kids, you know what I mean?
Nah, it never was like that for me. It was always with my wife. I would just wake up in the middle of it. Like, I would come to my senses while I'm in the middle of beating it up. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? I'm here? What the fuck is going on? Like, all right, fuck it. I might as well finish.
Oh, this is real.
Yeah, I might as well finish.
Oh, this ain't a dream. Oh, all right. It says overall.
That shit happened. I can't remember the last time this happened. It's years. Like, I don't know, probably like 10 years ago.
It says overall, sexsomnia remains a complex and challenging sleep disorder to study and treat, requiring a multifaceted approach for effective management.
Doesn't sound that's terrible to me.
No, it's cool. I think it happens because I talk in my sleep too. So I'll be talking when I'm asleep. I have slept before a couple times but not as an adult. But yeah, it's definitely a sleep disorder.
Yeah.
I think we actually have a recording of Justin talking in his sleep.
I can't wait to have your cock in my mouth.
Yeah, wouldn't that be some fucking crazy ass shit, right? Like, so you know how like things when in your dream state or in your subconscious aren't exactly the same as in reality, right?
Yeah.
Or in this reality or whatever. What if in your parasomnia, in this case your sexomnia, what if that was the case, like it was a mix between, somewhere in the delta sleep and in your REM sleep when you're sleeping or whatever, in your subconscious you come out and like you were a homosexual.
Whoa.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I don't identify that way.
My wife definitely asked me some crazy. I know she asked me some crazy things sometimes when I was like talking in my sleep and shit. Cause she told me she said she asked me some shit, and I'm like, what did I say? She was like, oh, you said this. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, good. I'm like, see, I'm a real nigga in my sleep and out of my sleep. Fuck you talking about? Like you can't trick me into saying some bullshit. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. Mars always goes, it sounds like you're dying in your dreams. I'm like, I am.
I may be.
I am.
Depending on the night.
There's definite murder going on. Like, yeah. Yeah, they're not dreams, they're nightmares. I don't know. That would suck though. I don't know. I think for a long time in my life, I never got into that deep enough sleep pause, you know what I mean, to like experience any of that. Like even I know that I mean I've said that. I mean I've probably said it to Justin or whatever, I know, and jokingly, but I guess to the whole world. That's part of why I didn't sleep for a long time, you know what I mean? Because I was like so fucking freaked the fuck out about what was in my subconscious, you know what I mean? Yeah. Literally dying or whatever. Yeah.
So, well, and you were in the clink, so
and speed, yeah, that and well, yeah, and speed helps too. You know what I mean? The not sleeping.
Right.
Yeah, I was a deep sleeper. I was a deep sleeper, man. And I would get up, and you would think I was conscious because my eyes would be open, but I would be asleep. And I would start talking like mumblings, just saying weird shit, just like gibberish and shit. And somebody would have a conversation with me, and I, talk back to them, but I would be asleep the whole time.
You were speaking in tongues in your sleep?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's Billy in his sleep.
Yeah. That's yeah, that's exactly what it is, dude. Fucking. Did you watch the Tom Brady roast, or I'm sure I've seen clips?
I watched clips. Right? Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I got up to the part where it was Tom Segura and Bert, and then I turned it off. It was too late.
Yeah, I didn't realize
I had to cut it off because my fucking 2-year-old, when Kevin Hart was talking in the beginning, he was cussing, and she started repeating what he was saying. So I was like, okay, I got to turn this off.
Tony Hinchcliffe, I thought he had the best shit.
Yeah, I saw his clip of him on Twitter, and that shit was funny as hell.
He just came out just fucking bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, he was flaming motherfuckers. And the other girl was funny too, the white girl, the tall white Nikki
Glazer.
Yeah,
she was funny.
Great.
She was funny.
She said she held some jokes back, and that all the comics decided not to talk about his kids, not to bring his kids into the jokes, because she was going to do one about French kissing.
Oh yeah.
But they decided against that.
I forgot about that.
And Brady got pissed at Jeff Ross when he brought up the massaging. He made a massage joke, and he came up and he said, "Knock that shit off."
Don't do that again. And then then they pan to a drunk Bob Kraft at the end of the night, and he's like, "I love you, Tommy." And then he's like, "Hey, Vladimir Putin, if you're watching, I want my fucking ring back."
Yeah. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
Tony Hinchcliffe, his was good. Bert and Tom, it was okay.
Yeah, Bert and Tom wasn't really funny. That's why I turned it off. I'm like, all right, I could go to sleep. I'm not staying up for more of this bullshit.
Andrew Schultz did a Diddy joke and then told Kevin Hart, "That's your boy, Kev."
Yeah,
He said, "That's your
Andrew
boy."
Schultz was the last one, right?
One of the last ones, yeah, if not the last, yeah. Last comedian, I think, because then they had some other people. Will Ferrell, that fucking sucked. That kind of was a bomb.
Yeah, Will Ferrell hasn't been funny in like 20 years.
How bad does Tom Brady's face look? Like, not that I'm looking at him in a sexual manner, merely meaning like he can't even move his fucking face anymore. His plastic surgery is so fucking bad, or whatever he got, or lipo, or some of that fucking Pizza Party Sam shit, or whatever. Yeah, it did. Did you see how bad? Like, he can't move it. Like nothing up here, nothing here. And
Yeah, let
yeah,
me.
his just
What
he
was,
looked
what was you saying? I had got a
dropped.
call. Yeah.
Tom
said how
Brady,
bad is who?
like Tom Brady looked like, not like in a sexual way, like just how much bad injections or too much lipo or whatever the fuck he got going on. I said Pizza Party Sam shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. He look he on that, he on that crazy diet, man, eating avocado ice cream and shit.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't even look like him, really.
Nah, he looks terrible. Look. Can't even move his face, bro. Like there was just he just was. I was like, come on. The best was Jeff Ross said. Oh no, Julian Edelman came out and said Jeff Ross is so Jewish, he only watches football for the coin toss.
That's terrible.
And he said, "Yeah, I'm Julian." Well, when he came out, he's like, "I'm Julian Edelman. I'm Jewish. I know."
Mm-hmm.
That's a surprise to most people. He said, "You see, I'm the kind of Jew that makes people go, 'Oh, you're Jewish?'" And Jeff Ross is the kind of Jew that makes people join Hamas. Oh, shit. But yeah, I think it was okay. I mean, I don't think it was in the list of the all-time best ones. I don't think it was good. I think the Trump one was good. The Bieber one was pretty good. The Charlie Sheen roast was good. And then
you think the roasts are like a Illuminati initiation or some shit you gotta do?
No, I mean maybe. I don't think so. I think they've been doing this shit for a long ass time, dude. Even back in the 60s and shit. Not to say that the Illuminati hasn't been around that long, but I mean, maybe like, but is it that much? Like, so I guess like what you're speaking about is like the part of their embarrassment ritual or whatever, like, yeah. Or how embarrassing is it for them? Like Tom Brady's already, this isn't anything that he isn't already public or out there, right? Like, so, I mean, the guy publicly kisses his kid on the mouth.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean,
that was on a TV show. They put that out on a TV show, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They were following him around.
Yeah, he didn't care.
Daddy loves you.
He's a sicko.
Daddy loves you.
Let me see if I can pull that clip up.
Yeah, he's a real sicko.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. I get, and then again, maybe I guess it's on par with everything else Netflix does, right? They ain't had a good one since Making a Murderer. There we go.
What good? What?
I'm just messing around. Netflix and
Oh.
that bullshit television.
Yeah, no. I mean, I get Netflix for free because my cell phone provider pays
That's
for it.
just
but
one,
I wouldn't.
and that's
I
just
wouldn't pay
one.
for it.
That's just one. That's just one instance of Tom kissing his kid.
That's egregious, yo.
That's only one.
He came
Right?
back for seconds.
He came back. You
Yeah,
made him come back here.
Yeah, he's like, yo, that was whack. Like, what's up with that? Can we get a real kiss? Ew. Yeah, he's gross. That was fucking gross. So maybe he was trying to get in. He was trying to get into the Illuminati right there. He's like, look
That
what I
was
do
it?
to my son. What I do to my son. What you think
Well,
I do? What you think I do to a fucking refugee from Guatemala?
Yeah, or you ever see me with a baby? You know why they call me the goat?
You know, watch what I do to this fucking lamb.
You want to see me fuck a farm animal?
This fucking lamb
Wow,
chops.
Jesus, Tom. Like what?
She did
What?
mention Nikki did mention him leaving his pregnant girlfriend back in the day.
Oh, his first, yeah, Bridget Moynihan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was
She also talked about her leaving her own boyfriend who was in the audience.
Yeah, who was that?
Oh, her on again boyfriend for like 10 years. And she's like, yeah, look, I know he's here, but look, I got to be honest with you. Tom Brady is right there. And I would shoot you in the fucking face in order to get a chance to suck his cock. And I was like, oh, God. God, what a fucking slut dog, dude.
Yeah, she's got issues.
Yeah, she's a fucking pig. And fucking I enjoyed Kim Kardashian watching her get up there and get fucking booed right to her face in her hometown in LA. That was phenomenal.
She looks terrible. I mean, these fucking people don't know when to stop with the plastic surgery. They don't know when to fucking say no.
They want to live forever.
She looks like she's ready to be fucking like Storm, like from the X-Men, like but in the origin story. They're like, we need a younger, more appropriate, slightly less olive complexion than Halle Berry, and they're like, well, we got an Armenian. They're like, yeah, that'll do. And then they took her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the look. That's what she looked like the other night.
Yeah, Kim K. She washed up.
Yeah.
Washed up.
So what else is going on in the world other than fucking rap beef and playoffs for both fucking NHL and the NBA.
Yeah, Sixers is done.
Sixers are done.
They need to trade Embiid.
The Maple Leafs again don't make it out of the first round.
First round again. And did we revisit this last week? I didn't know that Embiid had Bell's palsy, and Jim was like, yeah, and he's just fucking from 2 weeks ago, and he's like, yeah, and you're like, yeah, he's just fucking laying there with his fucking eye. I wish he would just die. And then I didn't know he had Bell's palsy, and then I saw it after. And I wanted to bring it up last week, but it just got away. To like, God, Jim's wishing death on him. You know, the sad part was Jim wished death on him and complained about his eyeball, and then the next night he drops 50. And I'm like, damn.
Right.
And I wanted to encourage you last week to do it again, but so they're
in the end, as usual, he's a loser.
Yeah.
The Sixers are just a terrible franchise, man. They just suck.
Yeah.
They suck, yeah.
They suck, and they extend their general manager. Like, they give him an extension.
Yeah.
He hasn't done shit.
He's
fucking signed players and traded players. Like, it's just
what's crazy? Trust the Process was about a decade ago. It started, right?
At
like
least
14, 15, right?
Yeah.
The process, it's almost over.
Yeah,
like the whole fucking,
over.
like the process has been over. The guy, like, and I hate to say this, like I don't. Is it worth it? Like, is JoJo?
Well, you know
It
what they're
wasn't
gonna
worth
do? They're gonna go out. They're gonna sign fucking like Paul George.
or Jimmy
And-
Butler?
Yeah, or Jimmy Butler, one of these ancient motherfuckers, and then a bunch of fucking role players. And you know what? They're gonna come in third place in the East, and then they're gonna lose in the first round again.
We had our chance, man. Paul George is a proven fucking loser. Like he's a proven loser.
Yeah, but
he gets
Daryl
into the
Moore's all about
playoffs.
the name. He's all about getting that name, just like he got Harden. It's all
Yeah, he
about the
gets
name.
if he gets to the playoffs and he don't do shit. James Harden already badmouthed him, so now Paul George ain't gonna want to come to the Sixers. I mean, he'll come. He'll come if we pay him.
Oh, and
Jimmy
people are
Butler.
saying, "Oh, LeBron." I'm like, LeBron wants nothing to do with this team. Are you kidding me?
LeBron, he just wants to take over. He wants to take over a franchise and fucking
He's got
just
so much
ruin it.
shit going on in LA. Why the fuck would he want to fucking move to Philly?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. There's
No
no
way.
way out there.
Stupid. Oh, well, they're gonna draft Bronny, and then he's gonna want to play with Bron. Okay,
Yeah,
Whatever.
Bronny's not. He's not good enough to be in the NBA.
not next
And
year.
there's- And the drafts are all fucking fixed anyway. Like the draft lottery started last night for they had the draft lottery for NHL and the Sharks they won. They had the worst record,
Finally.
right? So they probably should have. But it's just kind of funny that the kid, the projected number one, Macklin Celebrini out of fucking BU or whatever, his dad is the fitness head of sports fitness or some bull, I don't know, whatever. Fitness something. He works for the Warriors. So
Okay.
Golden State Warriors.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, so the kid grew up there, and then they have the the pinball lottery type deal, and he's gonna get drafted in his backyard.
The
Yeah, you
NHL
didn't say-
lottery is such a fucking joke.
Yeah, they didn't set that up at all, right?
Like the worst team can't go lower than third. Like that's fucking bullshit. Like you can still tank then.
Right.
Like just make it a fucking lottery. Every 14 teams get one ping pong ball
Yeah.
and you fucking do it. Like it's not that complicated. They make it so complicated. Like, oh, the Flyers have a 2.5% chance to jump up to number 2, but they can't go to number 1.
Just like the year Shaq got drafted, right? Like, wasn't there some bullshit? Like, Shaq kind of already had an idea that he was already going to Orlando prior or whatever. Or was that the year after? They had the number one back-to-back years or some shit.
And they got Penny Hardaway, right?
Yeah,
Or
but
the
I
same
think there was.
draft.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
think that there was
They drafted Chris Webber.
That
correct.
was after Shaq.
Yeah,
They
but
after Shaq. They
Yeah.
drafted
And
Chris Webber. He told him he wanted Penny.
yeah,
They drafted Chris Webber and then they traded him.
and they traded.
Oh, that's right.
Because
Yeah.
yeah, but it was something like I forget. It was like down to like two or three, like projected, and it was coming down and fucking. I think I had seen an interview somewhere where Shaq had made a comment like he had known prior, like I guess fucking maybe David Stern or somebody gave him a fucking wink or a nod and was like, don't worry about it. Like I guess. Maybe the implication was the other city was cold or something like that. Maybe I have to look.
Mm.
Maybe Minnesota. Let me see. 92 NBA draft. Right, that's the year Shaq came out. Right.
Yeah, 92.
Oh, and the second pick was Charlotte, and the third was Minnesota. Yeah, so it was between them. It was between them three, and I think it was like they weren't sure of the two if it was Orlando or of the three, Orlando, Charlotte, because Alonzo Mourning was the second one, and then Christian Laettner went to Minnesota, and Shaq wasn't. I don't know. I guess it made it not like wasn't crazy about going to Minnesota. So, whatever the fuck, they're all fixed. Is basically what
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, we saw that last year with Bedard going to Chicago. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, well, that's about it for 193. Unless you said anything else pressing that you wanted to get out there.
We went over Sexomnia,
I'm done with
Amish
this shit.
fucking,
I'm done with this dick shit.
and yeah, I'm finna done too.
You're finna be done. Well, then, without further ado, we're done with 193. We'll be back next week. Shout out to you, bros.
Got to use.
Shout out to you.
May the peace of the Lord be with you.
Put it on that beat. Nope.
Hey, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a free throw, man down, call her ambulance, tell him breathe, bro, Nella nigga.